Hey, welcome to the YOD Files Tales from the Gene-ius Line, where I fire up my mythic intelligence to myth-understand those forbidden frequencies they told you were just fantasy. But here's the twist, this isn't fantasy. It's pattern recognition. It's the subconscious reactivating under pressure, under trauma, under truth. If you're starting to notice reality's seams fraying a little, you're not alone. You're tuning in just like me. So let's get real for a second. There's a reason we were trained to side-eye myths, to treat UFOs like a punchline, and to keep history and psychology in separate boxes. If you ever tried connecting those dots, you'd see a different picture entirely. Let's run the signal. Across more than 45 ancient civilizations, from the Dogon of Mali to the Hopi in the American Southwest, the Vedic sages of India, Mayan stargazers, Sumerian scribes, one story keeps echoing. Beings came down from the sky, and they didn't just drop by. They taught us, ruled us, hybridized us, and then they left. Sound familiar? Because today in the 21st century the script is still looping. It's just no longer carved in stone tablets, it's buried in PowerPoint slides, Pentagon briefings, declassified pilot footage. Only now they call them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. That's sanitized language for plausible deniability. Here's the thing. Myths aren't lies. They're truths encoded in metaphor. The language your soul speaks when your brain is under state-sponsored hypnosis. Carl Jung called them archetypes, memory structures deep in our collective unconscious. Joseph Campbell mapped the hero's journey, a pattern popping up in every era, every culture. And today, neuroscientists are catching up, realizing our brains are wired to spot symbolic patterns even across generations. So maybe, the flood in Genesis isn't just a story. Maybe it's a record of a planetary reset. Maybe the gods of Olympus weren't metaphors, they were misremembered colonizers. Maybe chariots of fire in Ezekiel weren't allegories, they were craft. Maybe our ancestors weren't hallucinating. They were documenting. Why are we remembering now? Because memory is time release. It doesn't always hit when it happens. It kicks in when you're ready. And right now, as a collective, we're at a flashpoint, the mythic singularity. Suppressed memory, buried history, and hidden tech all colliding. That's why insiders are testifying. Why ex-intelligence officers talk about non-human biologics. Why defense contractors suddenly hunt for metamaterials that don't belong on Earth. And why you feel it in your bones, even when academia and religion won't touch it. This isn't the age of information anymore. It's the age of integration, the signal's back. We're not just decoding ancient texts, we're decoding our own DNA. DNA isn't a storage device, it's a broadcast antenna. The gods didn't leave, they went inward, into us. So the real secret isn't, did they come down? It's why did we forget? And maybe more urgently, why are we remembering now? Stay tuned for part 2, the Bloodline broadcast, where I'll track the ancestral Gene-ius Line that carried the signal through shadow and smoke, empire and exile. You've entered the YOD Files. Frequency unlocked, myth activated.